Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I'm Sunny Pancholi, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions, by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such corporate titan on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Manoj Dorlikar. He is an accomplished pharmaceutical manufacturing and business expert with a remarkable career spanning nearly 3 decades. He possesses a dynamic and energetic approach to his work, consistently achieving outstanding results in the pharmaceutical industry. He is a visionary leader with a proven track record of surpassing organizational goals and maintaining exceptional standards of global compliance and regulatory adherence. Currently, he is serving Curia India as Director of India Operations. Curia is a multinational organization headquartered in Albany, USA, which is the global end-to-end CDMO, contract development and manufacturing organization, with presence in the USA, Europe, and India. In this position, he is responsible for India operations, including manufacturing, EHS, engineering projects, development, procurement, logistics, HR, and compliance. In short, he is responsible for the P&L, profit and loss of the India division. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders. We appreciate your willingness to share your knowledge and engage in this conversation. So, Mr. Dorlikar, could you please begin by letting our viewers know in brief about your career journey so far?
Sure, sir. So my career started way back in 1994. So when I had done post graduation from Nagpur University. So earlier 3 years were somewhat struggling. So I was struggling with as a chemist, as an operating chemist, and after that my true professional career began with Cipla in 1997. So where I joined as a production officer. And that time, Cipla, was a 500 crore company, and it was not a professional. It was not driven by the professional management. So that time, Dr. Hamid, who is the chairman and managing director of Cipla, was directly involved in a lot of operations. Amarullah was the technical director, and I got an opportunity to interact with them continuously because they were involved in day-to-day operations also. And that has shaped my career, and that have given me a vision to look at the industry. So due to this direct involvement, Dr. Hamid, there was I would like to say that most of the decisions and guidance he was giving to me. And for me, Cipla, I can say that Cipla is just like a home, where I got nurtured under guidance of Dr. Hamid. This has given me a new vision to look at industry. In Cipla, I learned that if you have right attitude and you take initiatives, you will grow fast. So that was, so you grow by performance and not by experience. So that I learned in Cipla. And yes, I have worked towards that. And this has given me immediate recognition in Cipla. And this has shaped my career from normal shift officer to the senior director of the site. So this was a total 24-year journey. Meanwhile, during this phase, I have completed a MBA, executive MBA in marketing. It was a different field for me. I was from operations. I have done MBA in marketing, and that has given a different vision to look at the industry, to look what I'm doing, how it can be done best. So, and the skills, different soft skills, presentation skill, communication skill. So I learned from MBA. So that is my learning from MBA. So this 24-year journey, if you see in Cipla, I have seen Cipla's transformation for normal 500 crores company to 18,000 crores company. And I'm happy that in some way I was also contributed to this transformation. I was instrumental in building strong quality compliant organization in CIPLA at my unit. Also, parallelly, I was also working to have a global EHS standard because in case of any industry, the safety, environment, these are very much important factors, and and I have developed EHS procedures, EHS standard, and I'm which are normally a multinational would do. So I'm now happy that CIPLA, that unit, or CIPLA as a global as a whole, can be taken as a benchmark in industry for following a global EHS standard. So this is my take from CIPLA, and then I could do the projects. There were different increase in footprints of manufacturing footprints, different projects were there. So I was also involved in a lot of projects, manufacturing projects, to increase the footprints of CIPLA manufacturing footprints. And also the latest was digitization. So on the onset of digitization, there were a lot of challenges to automate the processes. To automate the process, so that we should have a consistent quality. So there we have started the projects as per Industry 4.0 norms, and yes, I could automate most of the processing and in my unit, and now this is called as a digital lighthouse for automation in CIPLA. And yes, it is also a digital lighthouse for most of the API industries or pharmaceutical industry, if you follow that. So that was my contribution to CIPLA. And my latest stint was with Advent International Acquisitions, where I was serving as a vice president and technical operations. And there, my main role was as a transformational leader to transform the culture of quality, culture of safety, because this was a acquired organization and there were a lot of cultural issues, and we need to cultural issues regarding quality culture and regarding safety cultures also. So there I have worked on the belief systems of the people. Belief system out that has given me their good behaviors, and behaviors are resulted into the actions. And due to the combined action, the quality culture was developed, safety cultures were also developed in that. And there, there was another challenge to improve the productivity of the company. So productivity of the company, and there, all this due to all these cultures in building culture, quality culture, building EHS culture, building operation excellence drives. So I could increase the EBITDA of that company by 20%, and top line by 21%. So earlier production, when before my joining, was 625 tons, metric tons, and when the next year we could do around 925 tons of production. So this was total journey, and I'm in Curia, and so as you said rightly, so I'm responsible for P&L of this company, and and going forward, yes, definitely the same challenges are here. So I will try to deliver my best to this company also.
Mr. Manoj, thank you for the excellent start to this interview. It's an honor to interact with someone who exudes such a strong corporate personality. Continuing our conversation, we would like to know, you have a range of competencies. So which of them do you swear by or point to for your professional success?
Good question. The competency, if you see, there are different types of competency, and in the stages of the yours, if you are there are the levels of leadership. So one level 5 or level 6. So different types of competencies are there. At lower level, you have to be taking initiative. You have to be involved in the process. You have to build a team. When you excel in your career, when you excel leadership ladder. So you have to be, the thinking should be more strategic. So you have to be a walk the talk personality. So that, yes, definitely. But in a nutshell, I would say main is the adaptability to the change. So that is one thing that has to be continued. So and resilience and taking the initiatives. So that I have followed in my professional career, and definitely that has given me a success what I am having today.
Interesting, really interesting. So that leads us to the next question. What are some of the learnings you have taken from your 3-decade-long career?
Yeah, right. You are asking me difficult questions now. Okay, but if you see, there is one learning and one um, I'm having from right from beginning, and I'm following that. So it is said that don't wait for anything to happen to you. Go out there and make it happen. So, learned, or I have seen this somewhere. I don't remember it, but this is the success mantra I have followed, and this is the main learning. This is a mantra for me also, and this is the main learning throughout my professional life. But as I said earlier, adaptability to the changes and keep learning. So that is the main learning I have acquired, you can say, yeah, and that does not let me be obsolete in this new world. So so this is the way I follow what you say. This is my learning, you can say, yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Manoj, now that we have discussed your career journey, your professional pursuits, roles, and responsibilities, let's dive into the subject of ESG and corporate governance. So, here is my next question to you. What has spiked your interest in environmental sustainability and corporate governance?
Okay. So it is said that ESG starts from EHS. Okay. It is said that good EHS or good safety practices, good ESG practices is a license to operate. Good EHS practices is good business. Good EHS is a good corporate citizenship. And if you see on the onset of ESG, if you see earlier annual reports, they were very small, a paragraph for environmental practices, and the annual report, if nobody notices what is going on in the environmental. But now if you see, the companies are publishing a separate ESG and ESG reports. Yes, now it is mandatory for top 1,000 companies to publish their ESG report as per BRSR principles. But yes, definitely. Now, if you see what has led me, okay, to interest. So because you still, in this industry, after SDGs, SDG is Sustainable Development Goals, which were announced by UN. Yes, UN. And there are 17 goals. And if you practice ESG, so these 17 goals can be complied easily. And these SDGs are to be complied, this is the target by 2030. So ESG is the only way to get this goal. And now after this, I will come to that. So now this ESG has entered into the boardrooms also. So in the boardroom, there are a lot of ESG reports are being discussed. In boardroom, there are a lot of ESG reports are published. So if you want to be in the board, if you want to be active in the board, so you have to learn to read these reports also. To read these reports and you give and the decision, take the decisions and to the management and guide to the management as per this. So in order to have this competency, this is one more competency I would say. So this competency you have to learn on ESG, you have to learn corporate governance, and thanks to Directors Institute, I will thank them that yes, definitely they have helped me to learn corporate governance, and they have helped me to learn this ESG principle. And right now also I'm going through it. But definitely it is helping me a lot.
Rightly said, Mr. Manoj. Before we conclude our discussion on this subject, I would like to ask you, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring along?
So I've said the same thing. So going forward, ESG will be a buzzword in the industry, and ESG corporate governance expert, as I will think I can add value to the organization by contributing positively towards ethical and sustainable decision making. That is the one thing. Understanding the trends and reports and suggest the corrective actions to the board and management. With SDGs, every company has to aim carbon neutral operations also. They have to have the carbon neutral base also. And being understanding of ESG and added benefit. So my added benefits, I'm from the operations. So, and the requirement of ESG. So I think I can add more values towards the achievements of organizational objectives in a more sustainable and ethical way. So that is my take on this ESG.
Absolutely. Okay, so moving along, let's discuss technology landscape since it has become an integral part of our lives. So our viewers would like to know, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? That is part A. And part B is, what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, Web 3.0, big data, etc.?
Okay, I would add Industry 4.0 into this also. So if you see the industrial world, so earlier there were two types of different platforms they were working on. One is platform is IT platforms, and one platform is OT platform. So OT platform is operational technology. So where they are automating a lot of systems, and in the IT platform there are different types of softwares used to manage the data for the MIS, that is SAP. I will say SAPs, and there are different types of platform softwares are also there. So these two platforms, IT platform is more elaborate, I would say, and it is having a lot of functionality and lot of they have built AI, machine learning on IT platforms. But OT platforms to have the benefit of this IT towards the OT platform. So these two platforms were not talking to each other. If this would talk to each other, what will happen? The benefits of IT, that is having machine learning, having advanced analytics, AA it is called, AA and AI, artificial intelligence, can be transferred to the OT platform. But this integration was very, very, I could say, it took a lot of investment is required for this. But that's why the company were hesitant to do this type of investment. But now, with this Wave 3.0 now, and I would say Industry 4.0, so now this integration has become somewhat easier. And this, due to this integration, now this IT and OT platforms are integrated. So now what is happening? All the learnings, all the parameters of OT platforms are flowing onto the IT platforms. And due to that, what is happening? This data is getting analyzed on the IT platform, and the corrective actions are all again put into the OT platform. So what is happening? This is getting now, due to this advantage. What is advantage? The benefits of OT platform, that they are having a consistent parameters to operate on the processes are getting operated on the artificial AIs are also, and what are the outcome of the advanced analytics. So all this is put into the actions in OT platform, and what is the result? Result is a quality consistent product. Product is no rejections. So due to this industry is getting benefited now by this AI machine learning. And going further, if you see my industry is a pharmaceutical industry, and the data is very much important. Not for my industry, but for all the industry, data is very much important. Earlier, now up till now, yes, there are different data is stored in packets, lot of servers. But coming now, the blockchain has come. So if you have the advantages of blockchain. What is the advantage of blockchain? You can store the data, and data is more safer in the blockchain saving, and it is immutable, so it cannot be altered. So industry getting benefited by blockchain, and yes, big data, yes, a lot of advanced analytics is running due to the big data, and most of the companies are getting benefited from the big analysis, and they are improving their processes uh, uh, by having good quality products, consistent product, and also this has resulted into increase in productivity. So these are all the what industry can take from all these things, from all IoTs, AI, machine learning, blockchain, big data, and Web 3.2. So this is my thinking about this one, about technology.
Mr. Manoj, that was really insightful of you. So this brings us to the last question of the session, and here it is. We are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So what are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole team of World Development Corporation?
Yeah. First, I will mention Heval Mehta. So he is responsible for me, for my entry into this world of independent directors database, independent director learning. So I have seen webinar from Heval Mehta, and in next 1 hour I have enrolled. Next 1 hour after the webinar, I enrolled for that. So I could find him advantages, giving the advantages of enrolling and having learned the corporate governance ESG. I was impressed, and directly I have enrolled to it. And Zishan Pathan, yes, he's my, now I can say he's my guru in the course for corporate governance and ESG learning. I have seen he's very much I can say while teaching or while delivering the lectures, his body language, his explaining style is very good. So you learn that very fast. I think within 1 month I could complete all the course, because it got the way he was teaching, the way he was delivering the lecture. My interest was growing and growing, and I have completed. I think within 1 month I had given the exam. In 1 month I was qualified for this as an independent director. So I would like to thank Jishan, Heval Mehta, and their total team for keeping me engaged all these days. And yes, because of them, I could complete this course also, and I could pass this course, and now I'm enrolled on the independent director database. So thanks to Director Institute team. Thank you very much for this.
Great, Mr. Manoj. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you once again for joining us today. Wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.